Okay, now we're going to talk about gross motor skill. And for many of you, this is the first time you've used a wheelchair or had to work with somebody who is in a wheelchair. So it's very important that you know where the brakes are and where the different parts are and how to use this chair effectively so it's safe for you and also for the resident who's in it. So let's start with the first thing, and that's the brakes. Where are the brakes? Where are the brakes on this thing? If you look right here, this little tiny handle has an extension that connects into the wheel. And when you want to put the brakes on, you push it forward. And that makes this bar of metal hit right into that brake, just like you would on your bicycle. Release the brakes, it's back towards you. When you want to stop, you push them forward. Sometimes, once in a while, you'll be working with a resident who will be flailing around or very scared because the chair is moving faster than what they want it to. And what you need to do is grab the back of the handle, reach your foot out, and put the brake on. That'll stop the wheelchair, and it'll keep you from standing in front of the wheelchair and getting hit by the wheelchair. Once in a while, when the wheelchair is moving down, it's a good idea when you're going down a hill to put one brake on so that the high side of the hill, you've got one brake on, and then as you traverse, you put on the other brake. Not too different from skiing down a slope where you're going down, your weight is here, you put the brake on, and then you'll go like this. You put the brake on this side, and you go like this. So you switch from side to side. That'll help you control some of the gravity weight that's going against you. The other thing that I'd like you to know about the wheelchair, and we'll show this again when we start to be more interactive in the chair, is that these arms are removable. So there is a little hinge right here. And all I need to do is to push that in, and now I can pull this up, and I have a lot more flexibility when I'm sitting in the chair. Very often you'll see wheelchairs where if somebody has lost control over one side of the body, they will keep this side down and in place, but yet they want to have the mobility of freedom to use this arm that's working for them and not be bumped by this. So very often you'll see these are up. The next important thing that I'd like you to know about wheelchairs when you're sitting in them and using them and wheeling people around is the footrest. That's this right down here, your footrest. And let me show you what happens when a person is using this. First of all, it has to be locked into place so it doesn't move. Very often, let me pull this back down because it'll be more comfortable for me while I'm sitting here. Very often, if this is my weak side and the side of my body that's not working, I have no feeling at all in this leg. So what will happen, people will move their wheelchair because they can do this with one leg, and they'll self-propel themselves up and down with their one leg. But what will happen is they won't notice that this leg has fallen off. So this leg may fall off and be dragging. So they'll be wheeling their wheelchair like this, and this bottom foot will be dragging. If they don't have shoes on, what you will end up doing is completely scraping off their skin on that foot because they can't feel it. And very often I've walked in a nursing home and I see this happen where the weak side, the weak leg has fallen off the footrest and it's being dragged, causing skin abrasions. So you want to be very careful that your people are sitting in their chair straight and that they maintain the foot where it's supposed to be if that's one of their precautions.